Hey, welcome back to RC with Adam. My name is Adam. Did you know that apparently you can use the DJI RC Plus remote controller for your Mavic 3 drone and other drones? Apparently, that was news to me, and it's very exciting potentially. I say potentially because I've ordered one of these, but I do not have it in my hands yet. So stay tuned, and I will be hopefully making videos of my experience using this and getting it working. So bottom line up front, there you go. That's all that is. And so kind of if you know why that's a big deal, then you know why that's a big deal, and you can go check it out. I'll have links to all this stuff I'm looking at down in the description below this video probably. So here it is on eBay. So this is basically the deal. There is somebody, some seller, maybe a couple of sellers, I don't know, selling these on eBay. These are the DJI RC Plus remote, which by the way, DJI RC controller names are just the dumbest names and very confusing. But anyway, that's what this one is. So typically this one is used with a like an enterprise drone or a like a larger one, like the Agras, something like that. It's not usually used for the DJI MAVIC series. But this one, the firmware has been modified. So my understanding is basically it's running the RC Pro firmware, which is the consumer remote with the screen, which we'll look at in just a second. So anyway, they're showing this. Important notes here. It says, note the firmware version of the remote control itself cannot be upgraded. It says otherwise it will not work. So I'm not sure why that is. And also I don't know that it actually matters. But I've heard that people say that they can upgrade the apps because they're basically running the DJI Fly app on this this controller, which my understanding also is it's basically an Android device that's kind of built into the controller with the sticks and stuff. Anyway, so compatibility, Mavic 3, Mavic 3 Classic, Mavic 3 Pro, Air 2S, Mini 3 Pro, Inspire 3, Matrice, a bunch of different matrices, and that's typically what you'd fly, use this to fly, is like the matrice series, I believe. And then it also says, please note these models have system requirements, and the drone system version must be lower than 9.00.0505. Otherwise, it will not match, and those models are the Mavic 3 Enterprise, 3T, and 3M. So 3T being thermal, I believe, and 3M being mucho. I can't remember what was the M stand for. Multispectral, I think, is what it is. So I think they're saying that those particular drones, I guess the drone system firmware. So I don't think this matters if you're doing any of these other drones that they're saying it's compatible with. And even then, it's not saying it doesn't work. It's just you can't upgrade it beyond that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, so in case you don't know like why this would be a big deal or why I'd be excited, well, because basically I wanted to like make my own version of this to fly the Mavic 3. That's what I fly mostly now, and primarily because it has a variable aperture, which is a deal breaker for me, and most other drones don't have a variable aperture. So so that's what I use. But I wanted to make a controller that had better gimbals, which are the sticks that you use to control it. Better gimbals, and then maybe like some kind of wheel for like controlling the gimbal. And to be clear, you have the gimbal like on the camera on the drone, and then you have the gimbal like on the transmitter sticks. That's also called a gimbal. But anyway, so I thought about it, but then basically it turns into like a project kind of thing, you know. And then this would actually be something that I would actually be likely to actually have and be able to use. The other big thing that I still wouldn't get actually out of my own cobbling something together myself is all the extra buttons and switches and ports. So like HDMI ports, that's the big thing, and an output, HDMI output. So that way I could put it on a big screen for some ideas that I have upcoming in the future. So I don't know that this one comes with an internal battery or the external battery. I think there's an internal battery and then an external battery. I'm pretty sure. I need to like look into that. Speaking of looking into it, so if you go to the DJI store, you won't find information about the DJI RC Plus. and I'm pretty sure it's no matter what country. I don't know what country or region I saw this previously where I was able to access it, but apparently it's not Singapore. It's not the United States because I was switching countries to see. But you can also find the DJI RC Plus manual, and I'll have a link to this, but this is easily found. I haven't actually looked through this yet, probably will. And then this is a really helpful forum where I've found most of this information. So once you get through all of the forum, kerfuffle stuff, there's some good information and people talking about various aspects of it, about whether you can use it with different drones and whatnot. So anyway, go check that out. There's about 4 pages. Just for reference, the most recent post as of filming this video was July 9th, 2025. So I'm a little late to the party, just a little bit, but it's pretty exciting if this thing actually works. So and then what I was talking about previously, so what I have right now that I'm using is a tablet, a triple tech tablet, which is this tablet. It's an older version, but I'm using a triple tech tablet because I was like, oh yeah, I need to have this big old tablet and it's super bright screen. Well, it turns out it's actually just really heavy most of the time, and it's not, it works fine. It's just really heavy and it has a nice bright screen, but then I'm still using it with the DJI RC N2, or it might be the N1, honestly. It's very confusing. And then I believe there's an N3, which is basically your basic no screen kind of controller. And and then I have a mount to go on that, and I've 3D printed a really nice mount for it, and I have that available on my website, and then I have a video about it. But it still just doesn't it's not as compact, and the gimbals, the sticks, are not great. And so I really hope that's different with the RC Plus. I mean, it has to be, right? But also this one, you're getting like weatherproof, weather protection and all this, cool stuff, little dustproof gimbal thingies. So I'm excited about that. Also, oh yeah, just taking a look at the DJI website. We're looking at the current offerings for their RC lineup, the remote controller lineup. So, and by the way, I'm on the Hong Kong, China website version. The DJI RC Pro 2, it does not show up in the US version. I'm not sure. I think it's available now, but not from DJI because of like tariffs or something like that. So this is the DJI RC Pro 2, and it's like, oh man, that's so cool. It's compact and it has the HDMI out, which is what I wanted. And it's like, oh man, I should be crying because I should have just gotten that to use with the MAVIC 3, with my MAVIC 3, right? Well, wrong, because if we look at the specs, the supported aircraft models are only DJI MAVIC 4 Pro, Mini 5 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, DJI Air 3S, and Air 3. So they don't, maybe it's compatible with the MAVIC 3, but they don't mention anything about it. So it's kind of one of those frustrating things where like they keep coming out with cool stuff, but then it's like not supporting the old stuff, and then you just have to keep upgrading and upgrading it, and it's just a never-ending spiral. However, the good news is, if you don't mind getting stuff that's a little bit older, you can get it for a lot cheaper, because the RC Plus would normally go for I think like $1,000 or more. Anyway, then we have then we have like the RC2, which is one that's coming out with like their lower end built-in screen, and then the DJI RC, which I guess is the lowest end built-in screen. Not totally sure what the differences are between those. It could be which ones they support. And then we have the DJI RC Pro, which is like the better version of, it was like the highest level of the consumer version of the built-in screen. And then that was, I believe that superseded the DJI Smart Controller, which they just got rid of. So there's like 3 different ones. They're all very similar. I'm not even counting the RC Motion controller. It's like, who uses that? I don't know. It could be great, but not what I'm interested in right now. So that's that. I think we covered pretty much everything. I know I talked for a while, but I'm assuming you're interested in this because you're still here. So thanks for hanging out with me. Stay tuned. We're going to be, I will be filming like an unboxing video just to see what we actually get, what happens here. I mean, look, it looks like they have a bunch of them in the background there, a bunch of extra ones. So we'll see what the condition is like in case you're interested in getting one. And so right now the price is $370 off of eBay for each one, which again is like crazy because like if you're gonna buy this like for like the normal version, I think it would be about $1,500 or something. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay tuned. I'll see you again very soon, hopefully. Bye.